My name's Walt McDearman. I'm 25 years old. I'm a consumer studies major at Virginia Tech, and I'm employed part-time at Food Line in Roanoke, Virginia. I currently reside in Franklin County, Virginia, about 30 minutes south of Roanoke. Saving is important to me because it gives me a security that if I'm out of work, I can have something to fall back onto. Saving allows me to create the wealth to afford large purchase items like a car or a big TV or a house one day. And savings, gives me hope that one day after working, I will be able to retire and be secure in my finances and not have to worry about working when I'm 70 and living off Social Security if it exists for my generation. Did I always feel the same about saving money? The honest answer to that is no. I didn't always feel the same about saving. I've had a savings account since I was a young child, and that was influenced by my parents. But I ran up a really high credit card debt a few years ago and had to work really, really hard to pay that off. And since I've done that, I really have a changed perspective when it comes to savings, and I think it's just a little bit of maturity and a little bit of age. But I realize that saving in small amounts and in large amounts is a necessity that I myself must carry out in my life, and suggest that others do the same thing. I believe that just coming to the personal realization that using debt to cover all my basic needs and extravagant wants is not something that is manageable in most people's lives. I use debt not just for the convenience of a credit card, but the fact that I could borrow money and I could buy stuff that I wanted then and there, and I could have it and not have to save up for it. It was instant gratification. But that eventually catches up with you, and when you're a young college student and you don't have a full-time, well-paying job, it's hard to pay off those debts. So I had to make a change, or my debt was just going to keep getting larger and larger, and the chances of paying it off in a reasonable time were getting harder also. So I think just coming to that personal realization that I need to have a savings plan in my life in order to, attain the daily, weekly, and lifelong goals, financial goals that I'd set forth. That's what influenced me to change. Currently, I have a basic savings account at my local credit union, and I try to give a percentage of every paycheck I put into my savings account. For my basic savings, I save up for smaller purchases such as books for school or a new part for a car. And then I also save up for larger expenses like vacations. and also set aside money in the savings account for just a rainy day fund in case I lose my job or get in an accident and have to pay a deductible on my insurance or have a health problem. So that's just easily accessible to me. I also have a retirement mutual fund that was set up by my uncles when I was graduating high school. I do not contribute to that right now, but I do plan on contributing to that once I graduate. And I do have a small 401k with my current employer, and the same with that. If I stay with that company after I graduate, I plan on contributing to that and using that savings for my retirement. My suggestions for starting to save, if you haven't been experienced in savings before, is to just start simple. I mean, just save a few dollars a week so you can have enough to go out and eat a nice meal on the weekend or go out with friends. And then think about, more long-term goals, or just personalize it to to your individual needs. And if saving and budgeting is hard for you, reach out to your peers, your parents, or a financial counselor. Depending on your financial situation, you may have debt that you need to take care of first before you plan on saving up for your next big purchase. So I think just my personal advice is just to reach out and see what others are doing and see what plan works for you, because there's a lot of different ways to save, and each one of us can find the plan that works best for them.